Hello everyone, in this video I'll discuss absolutely convergent series and some tests for absolute convergence. Okay, so first let us start with the definition of absolutely convergent series. So here we'll mainly discuss real series, that means series of real numbers. So if UN is called absolutely convergent if the series, which is the corresponding positive series corresponding to the given series, that means modulus of UN is also convergent. Okay, so for this, we have a theorem which is very important for tests for absolute convergence. Okay, so that states an absolutely convergent series is convergent. Okay, so let us try to prove this theorem. So let UN be an absolutely convergent series. Okay, be absolutely convergent. So what does it mean? That implies, according to the definition of absolute convergence, so its corresponding series of positive terms, that is mod of UN, is convergent. Okay, now let us go into the necessary and sufficient condition for convergence of a series. Okay, which says, so this is a necessary and sufficient condition, right? So for the series UN, so if corresponding to epsilon positive, if there exists a natural number m such that this happens for all m greater than equal to m, for and all p, all natural number p, this happens. Okay, so this is an absolutely convergent series. UN is absolutely convergent, right? So corresponding to this series must be convergent. So here we can say for epsilon positive, there exists a natural number m belongs to n such that mod of un plus 1 plus mod of un plus 2 plus mod of un plus p is less than epsilon for all p belongs to n. Okay, so from here we can write, so un plus 1 plus mod of un plus 2 plus mod of un plus p is less than epsilon. Okay, so from here we can write, so un plus 1 plus un plus 2, so un plus p, which is less than mod of un plus 1 plus un plus p, okay, which is less than epsilon. So here we can see, so for epsilon positive there exists m belongs to n such that we are getting un plus 1 plus un plus 2 plus un plus p is less than epsilon for all p, all natural number p. Okay, so here we can conclude that, so the sequence, the series un is also convergent. Okay, so you can see, so whenever this is called absolutely convergent, what does it mean? The series itself is convergent. Okay, so we can utilize this fact to show that a given series is convergent, absolutely convergent. Okay, so let us take an example first. Say cos nx by n power 4, okay, for a fixed x. So which is a general series, right? Which is a series of arbitrary terms, right? So we want to check whether this series is absolutely convergent. So for this, what do you do? So here our un is cos nx by n power 4. So we'll take modulus of un, right? So which is equal to modulus of cos nx by n power 4, right? Which is always less than equal to n power 4, which is a series of positive terms, isn't it? Okay. So this is a series of positive terms, modulus of un. So this is a series of positive terms. So you can see, so mod of un is less than equal to 1 by n power 4. So here we can use comparison test, right? Comparison test for series of positive terms. So which says, if suppose wn is a series and so you have vn is a series and wn is less than equal to vn for all n greater than equal to some m, then we say wn, the series wn and vn converge or diverge together, right? So here also using comparison test, you can say, so this modulus of un and this series converge or diverge together, right? Okay. Right now you can see this is a p series, right, which is a p series with p is equal to 4, okay, which is strictly greater than 1, which implies this is the convergent series. Okay, this is the convergent series. Okay, so from comparison test you can say, so modulus of un is also convergent. Okay, now you see, since modulus of cos nx by n power 4 is convergent, so using the previous theorem just we have considered, we can say, so this is absolutely convergent, right? Okay, nx by n power 4 is also convergent. Why? Because since cos nx by n power 4 is absolutely convergent. Okay. Next, let us consider another example. Say 1 minus 1 by 2 cube plus 1 by 3 cube minus 1 by 4 cube and so on. So this can be written as minus 1 power n plus 1, okay, n cube. Okay, so we want to check whether this series is absolutely convergent. So for this we'll take minus 1 power n plus 1, 1 by n cube. Okay, so which is equal to 1 by n cube. So which is a p series again. So this is a p series with the p is equal to 3, okay, which is strictly greater than 1, so it is convergent. Okay, so modulus of minus n power plus 1 n cube is convergent. Okay, this convergent, so we can say this is absolutely convergent. Okay, so the given series is absolutely convergent. Now let us go into two tests. There are two tests. One is called uh, Cauchy's D'Alembert's ratio test for checking absolute convergence. Okay, so it is ratio test for absolute convergence. So let us write the statement first. Okay, so let un be a series of arbitrary terms, numbers, and limit n tending to infinity, modulus of un plus 1 by un is equal to L. Okay, so we are considering modulus of un plus 1 by un. Then we say un is absolutely convergent if L is strictly less than 1, and it is divergent if L is greater than 1. Okay, so let us consider some examples. So let us go to the next slide. So let us consider example, this example 1 minus 2 by 2 factorial plus 3 square by 3 factorial, 4 cube by 4 factorial and so on. Okay, so let us check whether this is absolutely convergent, right? So what is the nth term of this series? We can write this as n power n minus 1 by n factorial, right? Okay, so we'll consider modulus of un to check whether it is absolutely convergent. So which is given by n power n minus 1 divided by n factorial. Okay, and if I want to apply ratio test, then we have to calculate this one. Okay, un plus 1 divided by un. Okay, So limit n tending to infinity. So what is modulus of un plus 1? So we are getting n plus 1 power n divided by n plus 1 factorial times n factorial divided by n power n minus 1. So here you can see I can write this as, so from n plus 1, so here we can write this as n plus 1 power n minus 1. So here we'll get n factorial cancels out and we're getting n power n minus 1. Okay, so this can be written as, so 1 plus 1 by n power n minus 1. Okay, so I can write this as, okay, so this part is tending to e and 1 by n is tending to 0, so we are getting e. Okay, so which is strictly greater than 1 because the value of e is lying between 2 and 3, right? Okay, so what, so according to ratio test, our results of ratio test we are getting, so by ratio test we can say this is not absolutely convergent series, the series is divergent. Okay, series is divergent. So this is not absolutely convergent. Okay. So let us take another example, say 1 minus of half plus 2 factorial by 3 square minus of 3 factorial by 4 cube and so on. Okay. So here you can see I can write this as minus 1 power n plus 1 n minus 1 factorial by n power n minus n minus 1. Okay, you can check, right? So for 2, so 2 minus 1 1 by 2 power 1, so it is half. Similarly it is 2 factorial and 3 square, etc. So let us take un, modulus of un for absolute convergence. So we are getting n minus 1 factorial divided by n power n minus 1. Okay, so limit n tending to infinity un plus 1 by un, so that is equal to, that is going to be, so it is n factorial by n plus 1 power n into n power n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so like the previous sum, if you just simplify it, you'll see. So here we are getting one n over here. Okay, so it is n power, it becomes n power n. So we are getting n power n by n plus 1 power n. Okay, so that is equal to, so I can write this as 1 plus 1 by n power n. Okay, so which is equal to 1 by e, and in this time we are getting less than 1. Okay, so by ratio test for absolute convergence, ratio test, we can say un, the given series, is absolutely convergent. Okay. Now let us go to the next test we have, that is root test for absolute convergence. So let us write the statement first. Let un be a series of positive terms, series of arbitrary terms. Okay, and so this time we are going to calculate for absolute convergence. We'll calculate this. Okay, let it be L. Okay, now if, so we say un is absolutely convergent if L is strictly less than 1, and it is divergent if L is greater than 1. Okay, so for this case, let us consider some example. Okay, let us take, say 1 plus 1 power minus 1 minus of 1 plus half power minus of 2 square plus 1 plus 1/3 power minus of 3 square and so on. Okay. Okay. So here you can see I can write modulus of un as 1 plus 1 by n power minus of n square. Okay, so obviously we're going to use root test for checking absolute convergence. Okay, so whenever you have function to the power function, so better to use root test. Okay, so if I calculate this, we'll see. So we are getting 1 by 1 n power minus of n. Okay, so which is equal to 1 by e. So here also we are getting less than 1. So by root test, we can say the given series un is absolutely convergent. Okay, that means the series itself is also convergent. That is, un is also convergent. You all.